Welcome back to another video, and in this video I will show you how to create a navigation bar using HTML and CSS, and this will be a very simple navigation bar. So let's start it. And here, as you can see, I have an HTML file here, home.html, and I will write here HTML and press tab, and it will create a basic structure for me. Inside the body I will say, let's say I want to add a logo. For the logo I will say image. Let me just create a nav here, and I will say nav, and yeah, inside the nav I will add an image first, and then I will add some list. So I will say UL, and inside the UL I will say list for the three item. Let's say for home, for e-commerce product, and for contact us. And I will add a button in the right side. So I will say here button, and let's say I'll say here log in. So now here, let's say I want to add it. So I will say here image. My folder name is image slash, and then file name is free.png, and UL we have home, product, and contact, and then we have a button here, login button. And if I open it in browser, now we can see we have a logo here and some list item, and then a button, that is login button. So I want them in a row. Let's say I want all of them in a row. So yeah, to do this I have to do style for it, and inside the head section under the title I will say style, and here I will say our nav display will be flex, and by using flex all the item by default will be in a row, right? Okay, so now I will say here justify content space between. Now if I go to the browser and refresh, now you can see we have three section here. One is for the logo, one is for the items, and last one is for the login button. So let's give it a height, text height of 200 pixel. If I refresh, now you can see, so this is the height, and maybe I can give it 20 pixel, refresh. So here it is, and let's say I want to add it 50 pixel. So we have set and height, as you can see, and on the left side we have logo, we have list item in the middle, and we have a button in the right side. So let's remove list style from the list item, this dot item. So let's remove it. To remove this, we have to say here ul li, ul comma li. We have to say here list style none. If I refresh, now you can see there is no list style. And let's say I want to say ul will be act as display flex, because I also want this item as row. So I will say here flex, and now if I refresh, now you can see all of them are in a row, and I want to remove it from here, let's say, and if I refresh, now you can see there is space in between the list. So now let's say I want to set a background color here. So I will say nav, and here I will say background color, and I will set here RGBA color. So I will go to the browser and go to the RGBA color picker website. So I will say here RGBA color picker, and I will go to the first website here, and from here I will pick a color, yeah, this color, and let me just copy it and I will paste it here. If I go to the browser and refresh, now you can see we have a nice background color here, and if I zoom in, then you can see there is a little space outside this div. So I will do it for the whole page. So I'll say here margin 0 and padding also 0. Now if I refresh, now you can see there is no margin, but the problem is now you can see our list item is in the top, and there is a space here under this list. So I will solve it. To solve this, actually you just have to write here align item, and this should be center, and if I refresh, now you can see we are in the center. But the problem is our logo is now much bigger, so let's do some CSS for the logo. And here I will say we have an image tag here, and I will say here 5 pixel. If I refresh, now you can see we have logo here. So let's increase the size. Let's 50, and then it should be 50 also. So now you can see it's look awesome, right? Now our text, I mean the list item, are also in the center. What I have done here, I've just said that I want to display them in a row, and I have said here justify content space between. I mean I need three section here, and for the image, I mean for the logo I need the left portion, and for the UL I need the center, and for the button I need the right one. So that's why I've set here space between, and it create 3 column for me. And here I have set align item center because my text was in the top. So I have to set here in vertically also center. So I have just set align item center. So to vertically centerize the element, you just have to write align item center. And for the horizontally, you just have to say justify content center. Now let's add some hover effect. So as you can see, we have a login button here, and I just want to create some space in the right side. So I will say here button, I will say padding right, because I want to create space in the right side. So I will say let's say 10 pixel. And if I refresh now, you can see, okay, sorry, I have to add margin, because when I say padding, then it will create space inside the button, right? So I will say here margin right. Why margin? Because I want to create space outside of this element, right? So if I refresh now, you can see we have some space outside of this button. And now we can set width and height for the button. So let's set width of 50 pixel and height also 50 pixel, because our div height is also 50 pixel. Now if I refresh now, you can see it takes whole height. Let's just decrease some, and here you can see we have a nice login button here, and we can set color for it. So I will set a color, let's say background color, and I will set here, let's say green. If I refresh now, you can see we have a login button here. So let's add here blue, and I will say our text color should be white. I'll say here white. And if I refresh now, you can see we have a nice login button here, and we have a logo here, and we have some list icon here, I mean list item. So let's add hover effect on it. So to add hover effect on list item, you just have to say here list. Now if I refresh now, you can see when I hover on it, it just is the color, right? Okay. So here you can see we have some problem when I hover. It's just showing us that it create space at the left side. So let's just create space for the right side also for every element. So I will say here padding. So I'll remove padding left, and I will say here padding 10 pixel. And if I refresh now, you can see. So now you can see it's look better than before, right? This is how you can add NavBar, and this is simple NavBar. If you want to add pop-up animation here in the login button, you can do it using hover effect. So let me just say here button and then colon, then hover. I will say here transform. So we have an attribute or transform to get pop-up animation. So I have to say here scale, and I will say, let's say 0.5. So if I refresh now, when I hover on it, then you can see, okay, I need to just increase this, right? So I will say here 1.5, and now refresh, and now you can see it's increasing, but too much. So I will say here 1.1, let's say. If I refresh now, you can see now it's working well, right? Now let's say it is responsive or not. So I'll go to the inspect option here. When it is less than 360 pixel, let's say 359, and then you can see our text just broke here. So I will do media query for here. So let's say I want to set a width from 0 to 360, and from 0 to 360 it will be let's say this is a flex this is in row, right? So I will set them in a column, let's say. So as you can see here, we have our display nav display flex. So by default, every when I set display flex, then by default it takes all the content in a row. So I just have to say here, so I will say here add media query. So I will add media query here, and I will set width, let's say max width for 360. So and pixel. So our this query will execute for 0 to the max width 360. So from 0 to 360 pixel. So here when so here I will say our nav will be display flex, but flex direction would be column wise. So now let's see what happened here, and if I refresh now, you can see they are in column wise, right? Okay. And also we have to set the UL. Let's say UL, and I will say here display flex, and I will say flex direction column. That's it. If I refresh now, you can see all of them are in a column, right? Okay. So I said the maximum width for the media query is 360. So from 0 to 360, it will be our flex direction would be column wise, right? And after 360, let's say 361, it will be row wise. See the result. So I've shown you how to create a NavBar, and this is also responsive. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.